97.3 Switch FM. Mattyboy and Leese counting out the last 10 minutes and 30 seconds of this broadcast. And this is the time where Lisa and I are more than likely going to completely lose it. What I've done is I've used our old backing track, and as you can see, the party's still going on outside.
We've cleared the room, and I just want to say a big hello to Vanessa, who just recently called. And sorry, matey, but the next song, TMO, the one that you wanted us to play and you were going to dedicate to the Switch, we thank you very much, and it will be coming up.
Okay, here we go. I'm speaking as Vice President of Brisbane Interactive Radio Group. I'm also the founding member of Switch FM. I brought Switch to Brisbane, and what I would like to say here is, without the dedication of every single volunteer who has walked through this place, without the dedication of every single sponsor who has, even if they've only come on the last 2 days, from inception to the end of our broadcast on 97.3, we could not have done it without you. It will be a bit of a struggle to make it through until September, licence allocation time. I'm not going to deny that. But come hell or high water, we are going for that 96.5 FM licence. And I'm hoping that the people of Brisbane have found a quality community station in Switch FM. And I wish all of the other stations good luck. On a personal note, Lisa Ridgley, you have been the best co-host I have ever worked with, ever, in 10 years of radio. You've kept me going, you've been there for me, and vice versa. I could not have done this show without you, and I love you. I totally love you.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Thank you so very much. To Craig, you've done fantastic, and it's great to see you climb through the ranks of Switch FM. John Mustian from Aspley Sound Factory. John, without you, Switch FM would not have made it to Broadcast 5, and we certainly wouldn't have made it to Broadcast 6. The guys at North Hill Car Sound, thank you for the donation of the Switch FM boombox. Without that, there would have been no promotions this broadcast. I would also like to say thank you to the phone, to BJ Sound and Lighting. You're pointing at the phone port. BJ Sound and Lighting, who have supplied every piece of equipment in this studio except for the computers. Thank you to the guys down at ACCC. I know that you're with us when we go full time. Rosie's Nightclub, unfortunately, couldn't be with us this broadcast, but they supported us for 5 broadcasts non-stop. Thank you to that, and Kate Billinghurst down there. There's so many sponsors that need to be thanked, and I'm going blank. Power Up, Adrian Board and the team down at Power Up. Thank you so very much. Without that, we couldn't have had the Island Test votes. We couldn't have had our request email through. Little Matt, Kirsten Bosley, Blair, even Jace. We've also had Keith. We've had Shane behind the scenes. We even had David for a short amount of time. Must mention, who else? The original Brekkie girls, the Bikini girls. All of you. And I know I'm forgetting names. Reg. I've said Little Matt. Who else? Steve from BJ's. You have all done a powerful job. Thank you, and we couldn't have done it without you.
And a big thank you to the most recent addition to Switch FM, being Chris Limer from Midtown Records, and Steve. Of course Stephen from Some Guy Computers, who helped come in the other night and made the phones go absolutely rank. So a big thank you to him as well.
Lisa, it's your turn. I'm not going to say anymore because I'm almost in tears here.
You've just basically said everything that I wanted to say, apart from the fact that I just want to say, Matty, thank you for giving me the opportunity to work on air. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't have gotten the experience that I've gotten. And to have graduated to president, thank you for...
Yeah, you took my job, you bitch.
Thank you for that, and thank you to all of the volunteers here who believed in me to take on that position, and I certainly hope that I've done you proud. And to Craig, who would know what I'm talking about when we talk about the ABA documents, I know everyone did a lot of work for that, but...
May I just add that Lisa and Craig pulled us through that document. We were scratching our heads. We were severely scratching our heads. That document will either make or break this organisation in getting the licence.
So, yeah, please don't blame me if we don't get it, but I certainly hope that we have done you proud in that respect.
And Brisbane.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of our listeners, because if it weren't for listeners, well, we just wouldn't have a station at all. I'd also like to just say a couple of personal thank yous to Christian, who has been a major part in my life, and thank you very much for the beautiful flowers that you sent today. taken me through thick and thin along with you. And of course to Mum and Dad and all of those family people that you love to thank at this type of point in time. So, yeah.
It's like the long rolling speeches.
And I just want to say that all of the volunteers here, and I know I speak on behalf of all of the volunteers, just like the beautiful email that Matty got today from a very close friend. None of us would be here if it weren't for you. And I just think, as founding member of Switch FM, if Matty hadn't come to Brisbane and set up this whole thing, then Brisbane, you wouldn't have even heard Switch FM. So thank you for giving so many people in the community the opportunity to work on air, people who wouldn't have even normally had the experience or had the ability to come into a radio station and do work in the media and do all of that kind of stuff. Thank you.
I'd do it 1,000 times again.
So, yeah.
And there's really nothing I can say here. I'm in tears, Lisa's in tears, and if you don't realise, it's just set into us at the 5-minute mark or 4-minute and 30-second mark that this is the end of Switch FM if we don't get the licence.
And we certainly hope that we do get that licence and that we can see Brisbane proud, and we know that you love us and we know that you need us. We just hope that the ABA can recognise that. Yeah.
This is a song that was dedicated to the station. It's Ti Amo.
Thanks, Vanessa. Thank you, everyone, for your calls.
Meaning I love you. On the Switch, 97.3. This will be our final song, then the countdown. Thank you, Brisbane.
But there won't be any answers. You're forever, just never yours. I know your expertise. I know was just a song and
Brisbane, it's time for us to say goodbye.
George and Laura.
To
so sorry.
Switch FM. Yes, George and Laura. This is the most fitting song that I can think to play. We are surrounded by so many people here at the moment. We are in tears, there's no denying it. Lisa and I have just totally lost it. We have 1 minute and 9 seconds left of Switch FM, possibly forever. And holding it together at this moment is a very, very hard thing to do. Simply for the fact that everybody around us, including the listeners who are here tonight, have made this happen. I myself have invested 3 years into the Switch. Lisa, close on 2. John from Aspley, 2. Little Matt, 2. Reg, 2. And the rest of the guys have come in within that time, and most of them have been here for over a year. And it is so sad to say that Switch FM has come to the end of the road unless we get that full-time licence. So on behalf of Switch FM and Brisbane Interactive Radio Group, once again, thank you, Brisbane. We hope we haven't failed you, and we hope that we do get that licence. And we hope that it is an unbiased process. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2...